Mike. Michael.
Yeah.
Mike Thanu. This is the moment we've been waiting for all summer.
Uh-oh.
The moment that we've all needed on What the Show. The juice is moose.
Juice is in my house?
No, you're the. I was doing a.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that.
You're a jabroni.
Guys, if you could see my pre-show dances during the intro music, we'd have an entirely different viewership number. Agreed? Everybody agreed?
We need to just start recording those and just make for like the 5-year anniversary stream a clip of just all the backstage dances.
It's so good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. My name is AJ Lancaster, and I am one of the co-hosts of this fine program.
And howdy. I'm one of the deacons. The other one will be here shortly. She happens to be taking a phone call at the moment. But Merry Christmas, everybody. And we have our very special this week's juice. The only. We love him. You know him from the Extra Movie Butter podcast, Mark Moose Haas.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you today?
It's been a real long time since I've seen you.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, I know. We just had Mike on this week for the Extra Movie Butter podcast, and I have an agreement with AJ that if we do a favorite drug scene in movies, AJ is going to be on that section of the podcast to discuss like embarrassing drug story moments.
Yeah, I will evaluate it. You know, it's one of those things like, okay, we're more than a minute into the program. We're not going to get taken off the air. That's what YouTube does. Because, like, okay, so you're going to go and sniff this bag of powder, right? You know, whatever. You think it's your Coke. You think it's Coke in general. Well, guess what? We don't just we don't rip a straight line of that in 2025. You bump it. You make sure you're good first. There's no way in Pulp Fiction that she does the whole line of heroin. Anyways. What'd you guys think about The Naked Gun?
Moose and I both thoroughly enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun with it. I really did. Like, I thought it was a worthy successor of the Naked Gun series for sure. I don't think Benny and JT quite had the same agreement that Mike and I did on the movie.
Well, and I think both of them had, like, if you listen to the podcast, I think Benny's was circumstantial on the circumstances of him seeing he had to pee the entire movie, was in a completely empty theater, and was with his mom. So I was like, okay, you got a whole bunch of situations here that are kind of holding it back. And I think JTE's is not that, like, I don't think it's that JTE hated it. It's that he wanted it to be more than it was.
Well, and does JTE like movies from the 80s?
Yeah, both Benny and JT, I feel like, think cinema maybe peaked in in the 1980s, and by 1991, cinema was crap beyond that. But I get it. Like, they're comparing it to the original Naked Gun, which, come on, I mean, you're comparing two different fruits, maybe from the same tree, but I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought Liam Neeson played it great with the deadpan. Thought Pam Anderson stole the movie. So this movie did what the Naked Gun movie does: is it throws 100, jokes at you per minute, and 60 of them stick. Comedy is subjective, though. JT says this all the time. Comedy is subjective.
Absolutely. I had one of my coworkers came up to me. He's like, "Did you watch Happy Gilmore too?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, I loved it." I'm like, "Okay."
You fuck. Yeah, let's talk
Okay.
Happy Gilmore too.
Oh, that's another
Okay,
story.
I enjoyed my experience.
So Happy Gilmore 2 was like, if I'm going on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it a 2. It's not unwatchable, but it certainly was not something I'm looking to revisit.
The way to watch Happy Gilmore 2 is in a room full of friends. It's a communal experience. I think it's a theatrical experience. It could have been, because like I had like there was like 6 or 7 people all in a room together watching it together, and we enjoyed ourselves watching the movie. Is it high cinema? No. Is the second act way worse than Space Jam 2? Absolutely.
Here we go.
However, the first half, like there's a solid half hour in there that is very solid. Very solid. John Daly is a star.
Well, John Daly was great, and I actually thought Scotty Scheffler of all the golfers was the one that stole the show from me in terms of, you could tell he was having a field day with it. But like,
there's one scene in the movie that works really, really, really well, and they could have just used that scene to springboard the rest of the movie. And it's where Shooter meets up with Happy in the cemetery.
Yep.
And they get in this giant fight. They're beating the shit out of each other, but they kind of air out the grievances between each other. And then you could have taken that idea and done like Rocky Apollo or Mickey, like the veteran training like Shooter training Happy to be back into the golf world again. That's the simple, that's such a simple plan. This movie is so complicated, way overly convoluted. And it went on for it felt like 3 hours. This movie was way too long. It was bad.
There was no reason it should have been a 2-hour movie.
No reason.
It wouldn't have been if they made a reference to something and then show the scene. Like they literally make a notice of something that happened in the original movie, and then rather than just going with it, they literally would flash back to the scene from the movie.
Yeah.
Like they didn't need to do that.
The sequel was made for people who haven't seen the first Happy Gilmore. That's kind of what it is. Yeah.
I enjoy this film. I will rewatch it again for my own personal pleasure. Benny Safdie should be should not only have his SAG card revoked, but dragged into the middle of the field and shot.
The one thing,
and that's the first long awkward pause of the stream.
Yeah, there it is, and that's probably not the last. The one thing I was going to say though is Netflix seemed like they proved themselves justified. They've had almost 50 million streams of it, so it clearly paid off for them. So I still think they left money on the table by not doing it theatrical, but it made it definitely did what they were hoping for, was draw eyes to their streams, and it was the highest debut movie ever on Netflix. So.
I mean,
dun, 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 dun.
Hey.
Hi, I'm here.
Welcome to your show.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Moose welcoming you to. Well,
Yeah.
This is Juice this week.
Hey, it's the moose juice
It's
is
the
loose.
Moose Juice. So, as we did
Segment.
with Ben Juice, we will ask you some questions throughout the stream if you are willing to do things later in the year. So just let us know as Juice if you are willing. So, like Juice, would you be willing on stream to shotgun an entire MD 4040 2020?
Yes. Come on.
All right.
How do you shotgun
folks.
MD 2020?
They make them in cans now.
I will do that in less than 5 seconds. Okay.
Yes.
That's a guarantee.
Wow,
Okay.
juice. Okay, moose juice. We appreciate this. Has he explained to any of y'all while it's randomly Christmas today in August?
Yeah. So as soon as I saw him, I was like, "Is it Christmas in August?" He's like, "I saw the shirt, so I went with it."
we summoned Bum Wine Bob.
That was literally perfect timing. Yes. We will be. Juice has agreed to shotgun MD 2020, so it's happening.
And Bum Wine Bob just magically appears. I love it. I love
That
it.
was honestly,
Amazing.
We couldn't have timed that better. Well done, Bob.
That was incredible.
Truly,
Yeah,
what a
well done.
legend.
Bob, you got to come back on the show soon. We got to do another stream with you because last time you were on, that was a lot of fun.
No, that was a good one. Maybe this is the episode where Juice is going to be shotgunning MD 2020. This could be the time. I'm just saying.
Like one of these times, it's not going to be an announced guest, but we're going to set up like a Joe Hendry kind of thing. Like we say his name and he appears.
Yes. I believe in but one, Bob.
He's just there.
How great would that be, honestly? That'd be so iconic.
I love it. I just want to be like a behind the scenes spectator for that episode.
Yes,
please.
absolutely. We'll have you on, of course. Completely switching topics. Sorry. To clarify why I was late, I was talking to my mom about Denver this weekend. Moose, you're a well-traveled man. Have you ever been to Denver, Colorado?
I have. My wife ran the Denver Marathon, and then like the next day we went to the Valley of the Gods in Colorado, and then the day after that we went whitewater rafting. Oh, we did go to Golden, Colorado, and we went to the Coors Fest.
Okay.
I've been there too.
Golden is on the agenda. I was going to ask you, is there one thing that you're just like, wow, you really need to hit up when you're in Colorado?
The Valley of the Gods for sure. Garden of the Gods. My wife corrected me. Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
that one is like a fan fave. I have
for
heard.
sure.
I have heard good things. All right.
And then there's whitewater rafting all over. If you've never done whitewater rafting,
not
it's
be
the
doing
best.
that.
Oh, come on. It's
That
so much
sounds
fun.
terrifying.
So she's going
But
to.
I love that for you though.
She's actually going to a Savannah Bananas game in Colorado.
I'm
Oh,
leaving
nice.
Savannah, Georgia, to go to Colorado to watch the Savannah Bananas play.
Amazing.
Have you ever had an illegal pizza burrito?
Have I ever had an illegal pizza burrito? No.
Ooh,
No.
what is that?
Okay, so imagine this. Imagine if Chipotle
Okay.
had flavor.
I had Chipotle for dinner.
Now imagine if it tasted like something.
Oh my gosh.
And where is
Like you
is
know
the-
how Chipotle used to taste?
Yeah.
All right.
I
It's
think.
Colorado-based restaurant chain. It looks pretty good.
Are you telling me I should go there? Is this your advice, AJ?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Also, have you spent any time in the Denver airport?
I will be on Friday
That's a big ass
and
airport.
Sunday briefly. Yes.
Okay. Do you need to know about the
There's
Denver
something
airport?
Friday?
Do you have any clear liquor? Do you have any cigarettes?
No, I don't have either of those things.
Okay,
on me.
then we probably shouldn't get started on AJ in the Denver airport tonight.
Oh, okay. We saved that for the drug stream.
Was
Yes.
what I really need to know, AJ, is are there any TGI Fridays in the Denver airport?
Sadly, no. So the other day,
Damn
I
it,
had a
what's even
customer
the
who
point
was
of
from
going then?
Atlanta. I had a customer who was from Atlanta, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm very familiar with your airport. I always get laid over there." And he was just like, kind of like rolling his eyes. I was like, "I've eaten every TGI Fridays in that airport," and then he broke.
Yeah, I think that would break any man.
Before we
Moose,
go
do you
too
know how many
far,
TGI Fridays are in that airport?
There's more than one.
Isn't that crazy? There's more than one. In
Wow.
the Atlanta
There's
airport.
5.
Oof. Thought we were trying to get rid of TGI Fridays. I guess
Not
Atlanta
just an
keeping it
airport.
alive, huh?
It's single-handedly keeping it alive.
Bethany,
Guess how
I
many
feel
times
like
I've
you
been-
wore that shirt with me coming on. Thank you for wearing that shirt.
You're welcome. It's funny. I got home today and I was like, let me put on some comfy clothes. And this shirt is like ridiculously soft. I'm obsessed with it. But anyways, I put it on. It's a fan fave and got it at the Universal Garage Sale
For
a few
nothing,
years back
yeah.
for like barely
like
like
$4 or
spent
something.
barely anything on it. And I was like, hell's yeah, what a steal. And it was funny. I put it on and I knew you were coming on this show at some point because I knew how to reschedule. And I asked Mike, I go, do we have a guest tonight? Is something going on? And he's like, yeah, Moose is going on. I was like, hell's yeah, I put the Ghostbusters shirt on.
I love
And
it.
I was like, I thought that was coming up. I couldn't remember if it was tonight or not. So I put it on and then remembered that you were coming on tonight. So it worked out. Again, another thing we summoned.
Yep, absolutely. Real quick before we go off the rails, which is already happening, kind of.
Yeah.
Go over. We have all 16 movies for the fantasy football draft have released. They're all
crazy.
out. So at the moment, this is where the standings would be if it ended right now. Naked Gun is currently in 16th. I think that's going to move into 14th within the next couple of days. So as of right now, Jacob Bonham would be 16th. PJ Campbell with Mithrigan 2.0 is currently 15th. He is 100% going to move into the dead last spot. William Harold in 14th with Smurfs. 13th is PLD with Karate Kid Legends. That's probably set in stone, as is Kim with Ballerina at Kim Denuzio at Ballerina at 12. Brandon Buckingham 11th with 28 years later. Leo for AJ picking 10th. The actual Justin the Juice picking 9th with Final Destination. Moose, you are
Moose
in
Juice.
the 8th spot with F1. And go figure, Benny is in 7th. So it looks like you and Benny will be back to back in this draft.
I disagree.
We'll
We'll
get to this.
discuss that in a second.
So Benny is in 7th with Thunderbolts. I happen to be in 6th with Mission Impossible. At the moment, Fantastic Four is in 5th for Jeff Altman. 4th is How to Train Your Dragon for Bethany. 3rd is Jurassic World Rebirth for Taylor Blunden. 2nd is Superman for John Mariano. And picking 1st is all but a lock is Jeremiah Morris with Lilo and Stitch.
And here's the reason, and this is no shade to Fantastic Four, great film. It's simply because I don't want to be back to back with Mike in a fantasy football draft. So if I slip down to 5th place, which I'm like teetering on
It's
the
going to be
verge
close. It's going to be real close.
we'll be back to back. Right now, I have a cushion. I have a buffer in 4th place,
And it's Jeff.
And it's Jeff, which is a bit of a wild card. Don't know how that's going to work.
Right now, I'm between Jeff and Benny, by the way, which couldn't be more of a wild card.
So AJ, you know I'm always down to talk trades. If you got any interesting trades, I'm your girl.
Moose?
Listen, Benny is your wild card with his pick. Okay. Like Benny will walk away with like the Cleveland Browns like defense as his number 1 overall pick.
I hope it is, honestly.
Or he'll like
Pretty good pick.
That's actually not
Better than any of their players on offense.
he'll resurrect like Sebastian Janikowski as the kicker, and like that will somehow be his pick. Yeah. I'm curious to see Benny's overall number 1 pick.
Same.
We're-
I'm curious to see his overall draft.
We haven't, like, I've kind of gone through it and I talked with a couple of people. I know Benny is a Bengals fan, so I'm going to assume it's where he's picking. It's either going to be Joe Burrow or Jamar Chase, but it's to be seen if he actually does that.
And to be clear, I already asked you this, Mike, but I just want to be clear. You guys are still going with the 2 quarterback format,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Who,
And a
boy,
In a
16
16-team league.
In a 16-person league.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done, ever.
I was
There are 23
reliant
starting
on
quarterbacks
Doug
in the
Jones
NFL.
last year to even get any points. It was bad. Yeah.
So, Bethany, speaking of trading with me, did you see what I did to Jerry today?
Yes. Well, yes, mostly yes. I think I mostly caught
Poor
up on
sweet
it.
Jerry.
Poor sweet Jerry.
Moose, you didn't see this. So,
No, yeah.
my
please
new
fill
my
Moose
new
in
bit.
to the insanity.
I'm basically like my new bit for the league this year is I am doing Brother Lomas, but I'm a holistic pagan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. I like where this
I'm
is
offering
going.
Jerry a pick trade. And I'm just reading my messages for offering him a pick trade. This is a trade for draft picks before we draft.
Yes.
So I make the offer and I said, don't make a snap. I did this publicly. Don't make a snap judgment. Talk to your friends, family, a trusted clergyman. Can I get you a tarot reading beforehand? Trust the cards, Jerry. Jerry, by the way, if you guys don't know Jerry, Jerry is a super awesome, beautiful Christian male. And
Like the nicest
he's like,
person in the
We love
league.
Jerry.
He's probably the person with
So you've elected the holistic.
Yeah.
so,
Jerry,
and I was just like,
Like,
before
AJ,
before
real
you.
I want to say, like, at our wedding, Jeremiah Morris came up to me at the very end of the wedding, and he's like, Jerry, by the way, does not drink, and he comes up to me at the very end. He's like, man, Are you wasted? I'm like, dude, I haven't even had a chance to go to the bar. I've had one drink. And he's like, give me a second. He runs and he goes and grabs me one. Like, that's the kind of guy Jeremiah Morris is.
We love you, Jerry.
So he's like, I'm a clergyman, but I don't want to talk to myself. I don't trust myself. And I was like, I'm going to give you some advice. I just need to know 2 things. 1, are you right or left-handed? He's left-handed. And then 2, what time of day were you born? Rough estimate, 1:30 on the West Coast. So, okay, so what you're going to need to do, light white, green, and yellow candles throughout your house. He's a Packers fan. Lay down flat on your back with obsidian in your left hand. That's your warrior spirit. In your right hand, rose quartz. That's your Jordan Love spirit. Jordan Love spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a rose quartz joke for fantasy football. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply, slowly. Count your breaths until you lose count. Then you'll know the way, and I'll trust your judgment.
I will just be rubbing David Montgomery's head, I think, before each pick to bring me luck.
Maybe like give him a little sacrificial rum and shit. Like,
Joe Boo needs rum.
I'll rub Groot's head.
Yes, there you go. We'll all have our good luck time.
Oh no! I'll rub Pukey's head.
There we go.
Head.
Speaking of Ghostbusters,
guys, what if I do a weekly tarot reading for the league?
I think you should.
I think
it'd be fun. I'm into it personally.
Yep, I like it. I think we should kick off the draft with your tarot reading.
Yes, 100%.
That's the cold open.
Yeah, AK's tarot reading.
Bethany,
I really would like. We joke around a lot in this league about coming up with punishments for last place, but I'd really like to lock one in this year, and I really want the person to have to follow through with it.
They got a shotgun and MD. I like that. And then you have to do it live on the What the Show.
No,
yes,
they have to get a no bullshit, completely honest tarot reading from AJ
on What the Show.
It's an hour stream.
Oh God! Can you
I love it.
William is ready and willing to do a pick trade. William, I'm not sure if that would benefit me personally, but I'm sure someone else out here would love to.
William, where are you picking?
15th.
Bethany, I watched Friendship.
We'll talk.
Oh, did you? I like that this is now just a like vendetta that your podcast has with me. I love your thoughts, Moose.
I thought it was
not good.
I thought it was okay. It was just
Okay, here's the problem. Did you stay curious?
Yeah, okay. So
and
I think I stayed curious.
I was telling this to JTE earlier, and Benny earlier that like I like Tim Robinson. These types of movies, I either like I feel awkward and embarrassed like for the character as I'm watching it, and so sometimes it takes me out of like the comedy that's happening. Like there's a scene in Bridesmaids. I mentioned this in the podcast. There's a scene in Bridesmaids, like the at the wedding shower, they're issuing the toast, right? And the first couple of times I like watched that, I was like, ugh. But then I learned to like kind of like appreciate that like type of like embarrassing humor. This one, like there were scenes in this where I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I can't. It's too. Yeah, the secondhand embarrassment looms too large, I think. I can't.
To add another person to this conversation, if you look at who's backstage.
Yes, Tim Robinson himself.
Tim Robinson.
Tim Chalamet?
Himself.
All he did was buy a Subway sandwich, y'all.
No, he didn't. He didn't buy it. He ordered.
He ordered it.
Yeah, he didn't even buy it.
I even come with guests.
Hi,
Wow.
Tim.
Hi, Tim. So happy to have you here. Would you like to explain the awkward cringiness of your movie?
I'm watching a Marvel.
And did you enjoy the Marvel?
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay, fair enough. And
I-
Tim, do you have a weird love for gifts of yourself by chance? Just out of curiosity.
I'm sorry, I licked the frog. I'm not sure where I am.
Let me get Tony the Toad on the phone with
How
you.
long has
Here.
it felt like you've been gone?
I felt like weeks.
Like, wait, are you sad you didn't get to eat the sandwich?
No, because I feel like I'm the CEO now.
Did you see God
Can you
after
skip
you licked
lunch?
the toad?
You can't skip lunch.
I lost my wife.
Now,
She's
what made you think that going?
She's in the sewers. I don't know where she
in the
is.
sewers was a good
This is
idea.
better than the friendship movie.
Honestly, this is way more quality to me than what was that movie. I think you.
It's
all
a classic. What are you talking about?
Je
You are wild.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
This is the first time that JT and I have ever been on a screen together agreeing
That
about
is
a
true.
movie.
Every time he's on with the show, we're not working.
I only come when Juice is not on, apparently.
Yeah, also that.
Me too, I guess.
Oh man.
Yeah, the
I
moose
just
is
think-
juiced.
Where is OJ?
OJ is off working.
So he got a promotion at his job, so he's been working like extended hours.
Yes.
That's Subway?
Yes, that's Subway.
Yeah.
This
Good for
is
him.
only a summer thing. Apparently, he says.
So he works
Could
at
be.
he works at a resort, and they're like in their
okay.
summer hours, so it scales back.
Whoa, whoa,
you know.
whoa. You tell me I know somebody who works at a resort? Where's the hookup at?
Yeah,
What are we
it's
doing?
a very fancy
Why are we
in
not there?
You have to go to Kohler, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I don't know if it's worth it.
okay.
For you. It
I
is
have
like
some
a
decent
golf
cheese. Yeah.
place.
Yeah, I have family in Wisconsin, in Appleton.
There
Do
we
you
go.
like golf? I think it's a golf resort.
Yeah, he's at a golf resort. Yeah, they did one of the tournaments
yeah,
there
they
last
do.
year. I
They
think.
do fancy tournaments occasionally. If
Quick
that's
question. I got
your kind of
several. When you watched Friendship, where were you? Was it home? Was it at a theater?
It was sitting on the ferry
it was
couch.
on the channel.
Yeah,
It was on the channel?
It was on the
Yeah.
channel. Is how we watched it.
Like a
Oh,
week after
our
it came
channel,
out, it was
our
on the channel.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It did not
okay.
play anywhere near us. Like we're in
No.
Savannah. I looked. It wasn't
Ah.
like within 60 miles of us.
We're 27 minutes into the stream, guys. We can
What does
just
that
say
mean?
you pirated it.
I saw
No,
opening
AJ,
night.
It was on the channel.
I
The
saw.
special channel.
I live in LA. I saw opening night Thursday, and I was telling this to Moose. People laughed the second like it faded from black, and it was just Tim Robinson standing there in the therapy session. The crowd was laughing before he even said a word. So like I was amongst Tim
Right.
Robinson fans.
Yeah.
Opening night in LA, everyone there was there for Tim Robinson. So I saw it under the best circumstances possible.
See,
like, Everyone
that-
was in the same
that
wavelength.
changes it. Then.
Well, I was laughing right away.
Yeah, but one person sitting next to you on the couch laughing is not the same thing. I still think if I saw it in theaters, I wouldn't have loved it. But I do think if you're like in it with people and they're, I will say, Moose, speaking of Bridesmaids and the scene that you brought up, I'm one of those people. I saw Bridesmaids the first time and I saw it in a theater. And I was like, yeah, it was okay. Like, I don't know, people like really love this movie. Like, I thought it was good, but like, it's fine, you know, like B minus. And then I saw it the second time and I was like, this is the best movie ever. Like, this is the funniest thing I've seen in years. This is so good. So maybe, and I hate to say it because dear God, I really don't want to have to witness Friendship. But maybe if I saw it a second time, because I do think sometimes for me, comedies hit better like upon further reflection. So
Well,
maybe-
let me ask you this. I want to know your sensibilities when it comes to comedy. Give me 5 of your favorite comedies. Doesn't have to be all time 5, just
Ooh.
5 that you know you
Can
really
I
enjoy.
name 5
Ooh.
comedies? I think that's also the problem here.
Are you
I'm
not a
we all
big
do
comedy
this game?
person?
a
Yeah, I was
big
gonna say, can we
comedy
do a
person.
round robin of our favorite?
Yeah.
You do that. I mean, there are
I
some.
do. I mean, I dabble in comedies, but I don't do a lot of like.
90s comedy is like she's
No.
not 90s comedy.
I don't know.
whatsoever.
Okay,
I would just
we-
like it to be clear that Jim Carrey was banned in my household.
Oh,
My
wow.
Oh,
mother
okay.
despises him, thinks that he's very like immature
Oh.
comedy. So we missed out on like a lot of 90s. We did not do a lot of Adam Sandler. I've now watched Happy Gilmore 2 without ever actually having seen Happy Gilmore 1. So
All right.
that was a
Well,
choice.
name.
Well,
name a
technically, you
couple
see both because they
comedies.
flashback
It was
so many
in it.
times
So
to
I-
Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore 1 that you've
Of
seen
what
both
Happy
movies.
Gilmore was. Yeah,
Well,
that's
We
Couple
do
what's
a
a comedy?
rotation. JT, this is what I'm
Yes.
thinking. We do a rotation. It starts with Bethany. We're
Mhm.
not doing in order.
No,
backwards
not-
or forward.
yeah,
Just-
just
And we
name
First
all-
ones that
we all
pop
do
in your
follow.
brain.
Yeah,
First ones that pop in your
I like
brain.
it. I
Okay.
like it.
Fabulous.
Yes, please. All right. Well,
I
okay.
will be judging you.
I'm counting this as a comedy. I think
Go ahead.
rom-coms count, right? Can we include
Oh,
rom-coms?
absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I think truly one of my all-time favorite movies. Everyone pretty much, AJ and Mike will definitely know it because I talk about this movie ad nauseum. When Harry Met Sally. I like
Right.
bar none, one of the greatest
All-time
movies
great
of all
movie.
time.
Yeah, great movie.
Classic.
Good
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, that's a good one.
Ron
What
Stanley
else?
Feud. Good answer. Good answer. Oh wait, we're doing them all at once.
No,
I
just
thought
do
we
a
were, like-
couple. Just name
No,
a
just
couple.
we're doing one. We're doing one each. We're rotating. Moose, you're next.
Oh, I'm next. It's also my favorite movie going experience. I'm going to go with Step Brothers. Because I saw it at the Catalina Wine Mixer
Wine
on
Mixer.
Catalina.
That is true.
People were
That
like,
isn't-
I stood up at one point in time, like when they were like, man you would want to have sex with. I stood up and yelled out, fucking John Stamos. And the crowd went nuts in the movie.
Ladies and
Honestly,
gentlemen, we're going.
we're going. Yes, we did agree that we were all meeting up to go to the Catalina Wine Mixer. I don't know when it's
Let's
happening,
go.
but it's happening.
It's in May. It's always in May. May
It's always in May.
2026.
It's in
Let's go.
May. May 2026. It could happen.
JTE,
Okay,
or as some may call you, Tim.
Tim.
I will say I've been talking about it a lot because the sequel's coming out. I'll stick with Rob Reiner, who directed When Harry Met Sally, and I'll go with This Is Spinal Tap.
Yeah, that's a good
Absolute
one.
classic.
That's a good one.
And because we need to fuck Michael Deacon when he's not in the room, Major League.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you're not-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Major League. I do enjoy Major League. That's fair.
Major League's good, yeah.
I still contend, like, the best part of Major League is when they're calling Lou Brown and he's working at the tire store and they're offering him the job and he's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, I gotta go. I got a guy interested in some white walls.
Yes.
It's
So
great.
nonchalant about it. Yeah.
So Moose already said Step Brothers. I heard. I have a 1A and a 1B for my all-time favorite movies. I guess they both technically kind of fit on it, but the one that's outright comedy. Everyone knows I'm a giant Kevin Smith fan, and my personal favorite. And again, I use favorite and best as different things, but Mallrats is one of my two favorite movies of all time. So that's 100% where I got to start with. It's total comfort food for me. It came out on my 13th birthday.
He got crucified for that movie too, by the way.
Yep.
Like Clerks was such a huge critical hit.
Yep.
And Mallrats got completely trashed. But more people, I think, have seen Mallrats than have seen Clerks.
Mallrats did so well afterwards, like especially when the DVD came, not even the VHS, but when the DVD came out, which if I'm not mistaken was in 2000. That's when it really blew up.
I used to watch Mallrats all the time at home.
Yeah.
We have seen it many times.
I have like 4 different
I'm
versions
sort
of
of.
it.
I'm honestly kind of surprised I didn't get proposed to in front of Jaws. I would have asked him, and I would have been like, I feel like this is more for you than it is for me. So he was smart. But because I get to go before Moose, and because I'm wearing the shirt, I'm gonna say Ghostbusters. Obviously,
You can't go wrong with Ghostbusters.
Greatest movie of all time.
Anybody who says they don't like Ghostbusters doesn't have.
They're
a
not
soul.
human. Like
not
I don't know
human.
how you don't like Ghostbusters.
I don't think I've ever met anybody like.
It's like it wasn't for me.
I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
Last year, I was toying around with. I actually accepted another position and then stayed with my current job.
I remember that. Yeah.
But like in the interview with the other company, somehow like the topic of movies came up. Like I was like having like a lunch interview with like the owner, the CEO, and all these other people, and like one of the guys was like, "Well, Mark, what's your favorite movie?" And I was like, "It's Ghostbusters." And they all started laughing, and they were like, "How can that be anybody's favorite movie?" And then I like started doing the deep dive, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" It's like an
Yes.
underdog story. That, like, and at the end, one of the guys at the table was like, "Shit, I think my favorite movie is Ghostbusters.
Yes.
You sold me, man.
Like
You're
a day later, I got the job offer. No bullshit. I was like, the Busters sealed it for me.
Ghostbusters spin me in. That's
Well
fantastic.
done. That was going to be my
Man,
next
I
one.
want a new drug.
I'll ping pong off of that, and I'll also say Bridesmaids. I love Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids is phenomenal. I'd put it up there.
It's outstanding. Melissa McCarthy is like such a freaking gem in that movie. Uh-oh.
We got a new
Dog attack.
JT.
I'll go with Ball Rocket, the first Wes Anderson movie. Again, a lot of my movies, like the last two I mentioned, aren't movies are just like, they're not Dumb and Dumber, they're not Anchorman, they're not just like busting your ribs laughing. It's the comedy is very subtle and dry, and for some reason that to me is funnier sometimes than going for the big joke.
Yeah.
So like there's scenes in Ball Rocket where somebody says something off camera, and I quote it to this day. Like it is not even on camera. So like that's a movie I just watched over and over. It kind of hypnotized me. And yeah, I just recently saw it in theaters. Thankfully, they showed out here in Eagle Rock, and seeing it with a full crowd. And I think they asked like people before the movie started how many people are seeing it for the first time. Maybe like 15 to 20% of the people were seeing it for the first time, but mostly it was just fans. And it's great to watch a movie that everybody is already in love with, and you're all there just to celebrate it. Yeah, so it was great watching Ball Rocket. Love that movie.
AJ?
So I'm going back into the Kevin Smith well with Mike Deacon here.
Okay.
And Dogma. My
Yeah,
God.
baby.
Dogma is so good.
Yeah, baby.
I'm happy that it's being redistributed again, and people are like, I've had the DVD since the day it came out, and I bought the second DVD, which is the fully loaded one. But like so many people, like when they heard I had that, they were like, "You have the Dogma DVD? Well, like you should sell it." I'm like, "No, I'm not selling it. You can't find it anywhere." But that the fact that he has the rights to it again, and it's coming. I think it's coming out on like physical media and streaming like December, if I'm not mistaken, soon.
There's so much heart and soul into that comedy, and the jokes that they do are, for the time, so fearless. And like, by the way, like there's the pop cultural references that it does. Like Bethany, when you came in and singing the Indiana Jones theme, I like almost dropped you out and was just like, no ticket. I wanted to do that so bad.
He's
because I
working
do
on a
no
sequel.
ticket.
I don't know if you heard. He is writing a sequel.
Yeah, I read something about that yesterday. Yeah.
I don't know if
And
it'll
I
be good.
do Bob's an Instrument of God.
He's been doing sequels to Mallrats. Yeah, he's had
Yeah.
so many sequels that never happened.
What
So
happened to the Mallrats sequel? I thought they were like basically shooting it.
it went through a couple of different things because it was going to be like a mini series at one point, and then it was going to be the Twilight of the Mallrats. And obviously now that Shannon Doherty's not around, I think that kind of might have put the official.
Oh, really? Okay.
A certain red-headed Schmodown manager was signed on to be a security guard in Twilight of the Mallrats.
Yeah,
it was going forward.
because
yeah,
it's also one of the two movies rights-wise because Universal owns Mallrats, so there was some extra hoops he had to jump through on that one, as opposed to all the ones that were like Miramax and Lionsgate and all of them, which is otherwise.
The message of Dogma, though, is like so good. And like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, I think that's both of my favorite performances for those actors.
It's probably my favorite Affleck, I think, honestly.
Unironically.
That's blasphemy, but I'll allow it. I'll take him in Good Will Hunting over that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're great in it.
Listen, I got a number.
So a bunch, the ones that are in my actual top 10, like overall movies, have all been said already. So I'm going actually one that like just misses mine. She hates the movie, absolutely hates the movie. I absolutely adore this movie. It's Empire Records.
Oh, for a second I thought you were gonna say Swingers, and I was like, you're right. I do hate that movie.
You hate
but
Swingers?
Yeah.
He hates. Swingers was like the most divisive
Am I
movie
gonna get
ever.
swingers gifts now? Oh no, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh no, Tim!
Oh no.
Tim strikes back.
We're so money.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
even know it.
Bethany,
I
I
would-
don't like either of those movies. I like some moments in them, so like
They're
I'm
not
with
good.
you.
Okay, this is all right. I'm gonna get my soapbox real quick. This is my thing about a lot of what I call "we get it." You're a boy who grew up in the '90s movies.
You got
Okay,
3 of us on stream right now.
yeah, I know, and I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak.
Yes,
to the whole
please.
thing here.
And Juice is somewhere in my house.
I
so.
can't wait to hear it.
Okay, so
What's
here's the
wrong with
thing
me?
for a lot of
What's
these
wrong with
movies.
me? Tell me.
Diagnosed. This is the thing. I watch all these movies and I'm like, what was the point? Like, what is the plot of this movie? What is the point? What is the whatever? And I'm fine with things that, like, a movie where nothing happens. If you're like delving into characters, if you're doing this, whatever. Like, I don't need every movie to be like, you know, blue sky beam, big climax, whatever. I don't need every movie to like entertain me every second and like shove plot. Like, I say all the time to Mike when we go watch like all these re-releases, like it's the 40th anniversary or whatever. And I was like, remember when movies were allowed to start slow and you could just, we didn't have to dump exposition and we could
Alien
just like
was-
get to know the story and the characters the way it was meant to be done or whatever. Like I miss that about cinema. Anyways, but the thing with We Get It, you're a boy who grew up in the 90s movies. We're talking your Kevin Smith movies. We're talking your Empire Records. We're talking your Swingers. Oh God. Swingers really grates on me. It
What?
grates on me. I hate this movie so much.
Do you like Dazed and Confused?
Meh, it's fine.
She doesn't have a visceral reaction.
Yeah,
for
it
it.
Well,
doesn't,
'cause
that one doesn't
me-
piss me off.
Here's the thing: like Dazed and Confused, Swingers aren't necessarily about the plot. It's about capturing a time and place and a
Yes.
certain. And it's what
I
they
feel
call
like
a good hang movie. It's like a movie
Dazed
where
and
you're just hanging out
Confused,
with characters. It's not about
like has a good vibe. Like the aesthetic
Mm-hmm.
is there, if that makes any sense, which makes it not as grating to me.
Mhm.
Swingers, it's like, okay, Jon Favreau, which like happy that you had a great career, like happy for you, truly. You've done a lot of great things. But like this movie puts him on the map. And I was just saying to Mike, reverse it. And it's a female starring in it. And she's that hung up on her boyfriend and she's that and she's that. And people would have written it off like it's female chick flick schlock. Like it would have been so made fun of.
Okay,
Like, this
but we
girl
have
That's not
Showgirl.
true.
gets over her.
Have you seen
boyfriend
Reality
and
Bites?
her rap.
Have you seen Reality Bites?
Yeah.
With Winona Ryder? It's a girl who's hung up over her ex-boyfriend
Yeah,
for the whole
and
movie.
I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. But no one takes it's the Stand By Me Now and Then principle. Now and Then is a perfectly wonderful film, but because it's
a good
all
movie.
it's for females, it's like, oh, it's a Stand By Me ripoff. Oh, it's not that good. Oh, it's whatever. Any movie basically featuring kids on bikes is a Stand By Me ripoff. But when it's boys, we don't call them out on it. But the second you put 4 girls in the lead, they're like, oh, it's not that good. It is good. Okay, Now and Then slaps.
Who's saying it's bad though? I mean, I think Now and Then's a good
People,
movie.
I'm not saying anyone on the street
Yeah.
is saying it's
I
bad.
had never seen
I'm
Now
just
and Then.
saying
She showed
that-
So here's my thing about Now and Then is that
General.
it's shallow and pedant. No, sorry.
So, like,
I
there will
just
not be
wanted
now and then slander on the street.
imagine if I had an opinion that was like
Well,
really.
I think what you're speaking to is just Hollywood was a problem for not giving enough females a voice and as directors. I mean, when you think director, you think of men. I mean, all the great movies are men and coming to terms with their family, their wife, their
Their daddy
well,
issues.
unfortunately,
Looking at you,
you know, now
Love
it's
you.
getting better. There's
Mhm.
more female directors, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, you know, female voice just wasn't given a fair amount share
Yeah,
of
there
Hollywood.
is no one to root for in Swingers, which again, I'm not saying the protagonist has to be the most likable character of all time, whatever. But like, you're not an anti-hero, you're not a hero, you're just there. I was like, I don't get it. Empire Records. I'm like, who do I like in this movie?
You're rooting for the record store.
What do I who are these people? What are they doing? What's the point of this? Like, it makes no
you just
sense.
want the shallow group of degenerates to get by. That's
I
the
guess.
point.
I just don't like listen. If I want to listen to dude bros talk movies at a convenience store, we can do that on a Wednesday night here. Like, I don't need to watch a movie about it. Sorry, Claire. Like, I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I've heard this. Yeah. This is my thing. I like Kevin Smith as a person. Like, we have gone and seen this man live
Couple
twice.
times, yeah.
Like, I will listen to that man nerd out for hours. Do I ever want to watch any of his movies? No, not really. Great guy.
So, Bethany.
Love him. He's a nerd like us. Love when he talks nerd culture. Don't really like his movies. He really does. I've seen all of them, but I'm like, I don't get the point. I don't get the point of any of these movies.
Your
Gotcha.
third of favorite comedies.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, well, now that I just went on a whole rant about We Get It, you're a boy who grew up in the
It's
90s.
Porky's. Everybody's Porky's.
Everybody, you can go, We Get It. You're a girl who grew up in the early aughts. I'm a millennial woman. It's Mean Girls. Duh.
Yeah, Mean Girls is phenomenal.
It's a
Great
fan-
comedy. Yeah,
film.
I love
That's
Tina
one of
Fey.
Fantastic.
One of the
Huge-
best scripts of that time frame.
Huge Tina Fey fan. Love 30 Rock. I saw Mean Girls in theaters when it came out.
So good. I saw it twice in theaters, which is not that many times, but for the age that I was, that was a lot for me to like go to pay to see something in the theaters twice.
That's a weird one for me because that's when I was a projectionist at the time. Everybody thinks that.
Drink.
But I never actually went into the theater, but there was one night that I was closing and it was like the last movie to start. So I literally watched the whole thing from the projection booth. So there's a couple movies I had like that. And I watched them like, how did I miss out on this one? This one slapped. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Swingers.
Yeah.
What a movie.
Yeah.
I
Mean
still haven't
Girls-
seen it.
Moose
For
is
so
never.
You've never
seen
You've
Mean
never seen Mean
he's
Girls?
never seen Mean Girls. He's never seen Spinal Tap.
What?
Mean Girls for so many men is the movie that they didn't see that will blow their minds. How funny
It'll
it
blow
is.
your mind, Moose.
I can't
It really
wait
will.
for you to watch. Like, now we've hyped it up so much. You're gonna be like, oh, it's not. But I'm telling you, it is so clever. It is so good. It is so. I quote this movie more than just about any other movie I've ever watched in my life. It is so quotable. I do have
I do have
It's,
a
it's
question.
very fun.
I'm
And
so
on the
excited
seventh
to be
day,
on this
God
movie.
invented the AK-47 to kill the dinosaurs and the homosexuals. Like,
JT,
so
did you
good.
did you see the musical sequel or the musical remake?
I did.
I did.
So I literally texted AJ the second we got out of the theater, and I was like, there's something about this movie that bothered me. It's a huge mistake. Literally, they have the Tim Meadows line from the original. It's like, we're going to cancel the dance, but we already played the DJ. They get to the fucking dance, and there's a band. I'm like,
There's a live band. And then I
Sorry.
said,
He was very annoyed by this, which I think is
And then-
fair.
I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of that remake musical.
the remake's
either.
terrible.
It's
Yeah,
not
it was
good.
not
Remake-
good.
It's not good.
Renee Rapp is
Oh, she's
actually
lovely.
very good as
She's good,
Regina
yeah.
George.
It's not her fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's great. The rest of the movie, not so much.
Everything else is not good.
so he tells me this one fact about this movie, and I was like, well, I guess I've never seen this movie.
Can I say something though? Still better than Swingers.
Moose, has your wife seen Mean Girls?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And that's a rare oddity that she
Yeah.
has seen something that I haven't. So
I'm shocked she hasn't made you watch it.
DVD, not
I-
that
I-
Can I be present when we go to the Catalina Wine Mixer 2026? Can we? Obviously, we're gonna watch Step Brothers, but can we watch Mean Girls? I'd like to be present.
I'd love to watch Moose react. Like, we should do like a watch along
Yeah,
or something.
I
I'd
really
love
I need to see your reaction. To
Moose
it.
watch Mean Girls for the first time would be a fun one.
yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go through your luggage and replace all the DVDs for Mean Girls with Friendship. Not tell you until we get there.
No.
It's gonna be like we're supposed to watch Friendship and Step Brothers. It's just Friendship. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be
All right,
friendship. and
For my
swingers.
next one, I'm gonna take you lovely people to the fine year of 1988.
Okay, hit me with it. Great year.
To a nation called Zamunda,
Yep.
Okay.
where the Prince of
Okay,
Zamunda
yeah. That's a good movie.
has been betrothed to a woman that doesn't interest him or stimulate him intellectually. So he decides to go on a trip. And where does he go? Well, he lets the globe decide. And they go to New York. And where, of course, are you going to find your queen? But in Queens, New York. We're talking about Coming to America.
2.
The less we say about coming to America, the better.
Jesus Christ.
But the first one, I always watch as kind of like a side by side. I watch Coming to America and I watch Trading Places. I feel like that's the
Okay.
perfect like 1-2 Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
punch. Plus,
Those
if you
are
watch
both
Trading
okay.
Places first, you get to see Don Amici and Ralph Bellamy like reprise their like Mortimer,
Yeah.
Randolph and Mortimer roles in Coming to America.
Yeah.
But it's like the perfect like 80s nostalgia movie. I think it's one of Eddie Murphy's like all-time greatest. I rewatch both of those movies in tandem at least once a year.
That was like the first MCU, like connected universe, where you're like, oh, I know these characters.
Hot take. That's the best Arsenio whole film, also starring Eddie Murphy, because Arsenio was a legend in that film.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Yeah,
yeah, he
that's
was.
That's
Just
fair.
the barbershop scene between Arsenio and Eddie Murphy is amazing. Yeah, 100%.
Fair. All right, Jason.
Oh, I'll go with another 90s comedy. Hopefully you don't hate this one. It might not be his biggest hit of the 90s, but it's a movie I quote just as much as his other films. I'm going to go with So I Married an Axe Murderer. I think this movie
Okay.
holds up so well because its cast is amazing. There's a great scene with Phil Hartman, one of the ultimate just like tour guide scenes. Michael Richards is in it, and he has a great scene. Stephen
say
Wright. What's that?
Oh, Michael Richards. I just
Michael
asked
Richards,
if he said it. If he said it.
No, not in this movie. Also, there's a great scene with Stephen Wright, which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Alan Alda's great in it, and I think it's the only time where Michael Myers plays like a normal character.
He's
And
the
not-
straight man. That
He plays like a
Well,
normal human being,
well, yes, and then he plays his father, you
which is
know.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heat
Well,
pants now.
No.
This
Dude,
is.
love that
I've
movie.
never seen it. I'm gonna again.
Mike, you
sorry,
failed
lots
us.
of- Lots of
Yeah,
blind spots
we'll
in
have to-
90s
we'll have to
comedies.
fix- we'll have to- You actually, I think, will probably
I
pick
think
that
this
one.
is one I'll like. Okay.
I think you'll like
It's
that
a little
one.
bit of a
Okay.
romantic comedy too. Half of the movie is a romantic.
This
He
could be
meets a
up my
girl?
alley.
This one could, I think, we'll at least get a passing grade.
I'm feeling confident.
Okay.
I think I'll like it more than Swingers.
We'll watch it tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well,
I'm
I've done my job. I'll see you guys.
I'm sold on a movie.
Just wanted to get that out there. Yeah, I love the movie. I just absolutely love it. I quote it all the time. I think it's one of the more underrated comedies of the 90s. Wayne's World, I love Wayne's World. I love Wayne's World too. I love both those movies,
No.
but I also love Austin Powers. But I like this movie because it's just got a great premise. It's got great jokes throughout, and it's in reality, except for his father, who's amazing. It's a little bit out of
Yeah.
reality, but I don't know. I just think it's a very clever movie. It's very well written. It's very fun.
You kind of get like the first version of Fat Bastard and Shrek.
Yes.
Like Mike Myers plays that character as the father in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
best friend's a cop, and he's bored with his job, and the chief is played by Alan Alda, and he's not Alan Alda, the guy from Little Miss Sunshine,
Alan
Not
Arkin.
Alda. Alan Arkin,
Arkin, yep.
and I just love the interplay with these two because he's like, can you start acting like I'm Serpico and start being like, yell at me, tell me things, and they start getting to like this role play thing where he's like, you doing it? And he's like, oh, you're doing so good, thank you, boss. Yeah, and my favorite quote is Stephen Wright is flying a plane and falls asleep. And the guy wakes him up. He's like, are you falling asleep? He's like, oh, I just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt I was born 8 months premature. And he's like, the doctors were freaking out. And it's just the most random quote in the middle of nowhere. I love that movie. Watch it. Watch it.
All right. It's on.
It'll be on the channel.
Yeah,
It's on the channel. Okay, good
It's
to
on
know.
the channel.
Moose, are you a fan? I don't think we ever really talked about it.
Yeah, I like that movie. I like that. I saw that movie in theaters.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. You're right though. Like of Mike Myers' like acting roles outside of something like Inglourious Bastards or Bohemian
Yeah.
Rhapsody, he actually plays like the straight man in this movie. Obviously,
he's still
he
funny.
also
Yeah.
plays his father, and his father steals every single scene he's in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember who was the female lead in that movie.
It's Kara Sedgwick? No.
Was it Christy Brinkley?
No, not
It was a K name. I know this much.
It was the girl from. You ever seen the Michael J. Fox movie Greedy?
Nancy Travis.
Nancy Travis. There it is. And she was
Nancy
also
Travis.
in
Wasn't the
The
K
Vanishing.
name. God damn it, AJ.
Also, this movie stars Anthony LaPaglia. So
Yeah,
full
he's the
circle-
cop friend.
Full circle on the Empire Records.
Oh,
Also,
you're right.
one of my
That's
biggest grievances with Empire Records is there's an awesome version of Sugar High in that
Sugar
available
High.
nowhere else except for that movie.
Yep.
Is it on the soundtrack?
Not on the
No.
soundtrack.
Oh wow.
No.
So,
And,
So-
and the whole reason was because Renee
So we're
Zellweger
saying it, yeah.
sang the song, and she didn't want to like go through the whole music rights thing.
are they're supposed to be teenagers? Yeah.
And yeah, because he's getting accepted
Teenager
to school.
adjacent.
Yeah. They're seniors.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing. Which I'm not going to hate on that because I watch a lot of things and I'm like, these people aren't teenagers. But like Renee Zellweger has never looked like a teenager in her life. She probably
That woman was born 45 years old.
Yeah,
She's been-
that's what I said
but-
about who was it? Seinfeld guy.
Jason Alexander. Yeah.
We were rewatching Pretty
Oh,
Woman the other day, and I was like, Jason Alexander was born a middle-aged man. Like that man
Yeah.
has never looked young in his life. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
doesn't mean either of them are unattractive. Both of them very good-looking people.
yes, they just were born middle-aged. They've
Yeah.
never.
I would maybe
Listen,
pass on
that's
Jason
me.
Alexander, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
Morgan Freeman, like the first movie I saw him was Glory, and he played the old soldier. I've never seen it, and that's
That's right. We were talking about that
1988.
too. He's been 70 for
He's
50
yeah.
years.
I never only known
That's
as the
true.
older wise black man.
but
But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah. What about it? Is he in that?
No,
No,
I think that's
that's my
AJ's
next
next
movie.
movie. Okay.
He's segueing.
Oh.
That's a
That was a good
segue.
That's
Yeah,
a good.
I think
yeah,
I'm
I've seen it.
I'm one of 3 people who've seen this on stream. Am I 3? One of 3?
I've seen it. I've seen it. Oh yeah.
I've seen it.
Have I seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans is in it.
I think I've seen it. I've only seen it like probably once all the way through, and like once like kind of on cable, like looking.
Yeah, I
through,
used to watch it back in the day, but it's been a long time.
Jim
Yeah.
Brown's
The
in it. You
opening
got a
scene
young
with-
Chris Rock.
The young Chris Rock scene is amazing, but he overdosed on gold chains in the opening, absolutely amazing. And this was like a countercultural version of doing the Zucker comedies, and it killed for me. It killed the entire way through. If you're watching this stream, and you've never been here before. Once again, I always ask how.
How'd you find us? Yeah. We did have that one random stream where I tagged Corey Feldman and we got like 25 live viewers out of nowhere.
Yeah, all the angels came out to
Yeah,
play.
all those big Corey Feldman heads out there.
But
Ugh,
oh
they're
my
fine.
god. Quietly one of the funniest movies ever made.
Wait, what
And
is
Chris
it? I'm
Rock's-
sorry.
Hit you, sucker.
I'm gonna get
that's
you, sucker.
the name of it? I've never heard of that in my life.
Okay, so it was Chris Rock's first theatrical role, and all of the boys on this one have done some version of this afterwards. He shows up to like this barbecue restaurant. He's like, "How much is it for a rack of ribs?" And it's like $5. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it. 1 rib, not a rack, 1 rib."
Oh, because it's
And then-
50 cents for it's 50 cents a rib. That's right. Oh my god, that's right.
And then he like tries to buy a pop, and he's like, "Come on, man, $1 for a soda? Just let me like hold my head under the spigot for a nickel." And then he tries to pay for it with with $100 bill. It's such a good bit. It's like so classic. But like that's one of like 20-30 bits on that level in the movie. It's just mile a minute. It's the best thing the Wayans brothers have ever done. In my
AJ, are you standing or sitting?
I am sitting.
Oh, I thought you were standing for a second. I was like, is this guy standing up the whole time?
AJ has the largest torso of any human being I've ever met.
Like he's just all torso.
No.
Like, he's a tall guy, but it's all torso.
Oh, wow,
I am
okay.
6'1". My legs are 5'7".
Yeah, 100%.
Whoa, shit.
If you put AJ and I together, you have a
I'm
7-foot person.
6'5" and my legs are like 6 feet of me. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm all
Yeah.
leg.
It's great. Like Mike is like
I'm
it's
all
his height
legs.
from his leg.
I'm all like
AJ gets into his torso. So when they stand next to each other, we're like, it's one complete person.
Like if you know like anime or like video games, Mike is DPS and I'm tank.
Nice.
Got it.
But we're like the same height.
Yeah, we're like an inch apart. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
side by side, we're pretty much the same height. We're just very different proportion people.
Yep,
Nice.
it'd be like that.
So is it me?
I think so.
I'm gonna just say this right now because we talk a bunch of comedy. So I'm gonna say if you want to hear a couple of other ones, listen to the Extra Movie Better podcast because I did mention a few of them. They're the ones I did mention are UHF and basketball, so I'm not going to bring them up again. So for the purposes of this, I'm actually going to go to one of the movies that surprised me more than any other movie when I saw it, because I had no expectations for it, and that is 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
when they came out,
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? They're redoing that TV show. Those movies are fucking great. And 22 Jump Street, honestly, might be my favorite comedy sequel. Because
Yeah.
it is almost, if not in some, there are some scenes I think that actually are higher than 21. Anybody tells me they 22 better than 21, I'm not going to argue them, because they are both very neck and neck movies.
Mhm.
So much fun. The scene where Ice Cube finds out
Oh my
that
god! I was gonna mention that.
I died. I was like, my soul left my body. I was laughing.
That man did more acting in that scene than when he found out that the world was going to end in an hour and a half Amazon movie.
Oh my
Oh, has anybody watched the new War of the Worlds?
I have
Yeah.
not.
Or
Okay.
I guess it was filmed
Yeah.
in 2020, which is why it's all like in this type of format.
Really?
Well, I have to give a
Ooh.
backstory.
I gotta
know.
watch it. I gotta sit. Maybe Friday I'll crack open a few.
I don't know if I
My
can-
backstory about what I know about this movie is insane. So Moose, I mentioned to you, like I have a certain special someone in my life, all that stuff. It's cute, it's wonderful.
I got
we've been-
screenshots today.
You have more details than most. So we've been binging terrible Tubi and Lifetime movies. Like, it's what we do when we just like hang out. And I get a text at work, and she's like, "The new War of the Worlds movie is pretty good." And then
there's
I'm
the
just
one.
like, I'm thinking to myself, we've
There's the
we've
one.
been doing this, and then we bonded on a mutual, completely unknown mutual love of the Southland Tales. First person I met in my life that also loved that movie.
Nothing.
Chat, am I fucked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's movie's not gonna. It's not good. Well, I haven't seen it. I guess I can't say it's not good, but I haven't heard good things. I've not heard. Good
Yeah, I heard it is.
It has a 0.
atrocious.
A
But you
0.
like, well, hold on, you like Southland Tales, and that movie's like at 5% Rotten Tomatoes.
Probably something
so
around
things.
there.
Maybe you'll like it.
if she likes it, maybe you'll like it.
Yeah,
So-
unabashed love of the Southland Tales. It's not a like.
Okay,
Ooh.
well, then-
AJ does love Southland Tales.
the
Like
Southland-
no more.
I don't know anybody who's ever loved a movie more
No
than
way
AJ
that
loves
loves
Southland
Southland
Tales.
Tales. He loved it so much.
Well, there
he
you go.
wouldn't watch it once. He paid us to watch
He
it
paid
once.
us to watch before the show
Sorry.
existed. Literally, the pandemic was starting, and we found out that we were being we were just being, we worked at Universal Studios at the time, and we're like, we're out of work for a while. And we were at the time before What the Show existed. Bethany and I had my own channel. If you looked up my name on it, we did a handful of drunk reviews. Literally, because neither of us watched Game of Thrones, and a friend of ours said, "Wouldn't it be funny if you just watched the last episode and did a review of it?" So we said,
So we
"Okay, we did it." And
An experience, to say the least.
a bunch of people found it and they thought it was funny. Like, you should actually just like watch things that you've never watched before and do reviews. And
Watch
AJ
Teen Witch that way.
Teen
Great film.
Witch was one of them. Yeah. She had never seen MacGruber, so the first time she watched MacGruber was for one of those.
Ruba.
Cats.
And I
Can
literally,
I count Cats as a comedy? I'm putting that in my phone.
but AJ literally, like, we were like, well, we're out of work for a while. If anybody wants to like donate to us to do a drunk review, within seconds,
AJ's like Southland Tales, and I was like, here we go.
Well, it was Richard Kelly's follow up to Donnie Darko, which a lot of people loved. I love that movie. So, and it got
I
the
mean,
reason
I
he-
enjoyed
the
Donnie Darko.
reason he got the cast that's in that movie is
Is Donnie
because of
Darko.
Donnie Darko. So, didn't do well. Then he followed that up with The Box with Cameron Diaz and Michael Madsen. So,
Have you ever seen The Button from College Humor, which is the parody of The
the
Box?
parody, probably back in the day when it
If
came out.
you have not, I'm endorsing that right now. Anybody who, it's like a 3-minute skit or something. It's College Humor. The
Mhm.
Button, the parody of The Box, is fantastic. Check it out after you watch the stream.
But yeah, if you are talking to somebody who doesn't know anything about the Southland Tales, I encourage you to tell them everything you know about this movie, because they will look at you like you're insane.
I
Every
felt like
time.
I was insane.
Yeah, it's an insane movie, that's for sure. I watched it
Um,
when it first came out, just because, like I said, I was like, "Oh, it's the guy who designed Darko," and I remember just watching it. It was like, it's like when you have a fever and you in your bed and you don't know if that really happened or not. It felt like a fever
Way to
dream.
put it. That is for sure.
We should keep moving because
Yes.
we're in.
Yeah.
We're
All right,
Yeah,
let's-
I gotta
halfway
get
through.
going. I actually got to jump out here. I got to take my dog
Yeah.
out.
Thanks for crashing.
Yeah, thanks
But
for
just wanted to
coming to
come in.
remind me of my love of friendship.
That's all I'm here for. That's really what I've dedicated my life to. I'll keep sending you gifts. I might try to Photoshop Tim Robinson from Friendship into a picture of Swingers.
Oh,
Like he's out there hanging out with them.
Oh,
He's there with them in Vegas.
Yeah, maybe
Wow,
he's just
that
in the
was-
background.
We'll put it up here to replace the porch.
That would really
Yeah.
make my whole day. I
I was
can't
also
wait.
I told Mike I was gonna have him created him as a Jedi and just have it sent over to you guys. I thought that'd be great. Tim Robinson as a Jedi would be pretty amazing,
I
actually.
think you'd fit the bill for
Yes.
sure.
But Moose, good seeing you again. We were podcasting earlier. Thanks for inviting me on, and hopefully when Juice is back, I can come and
Yes.
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
these-
we'll
when
do it
Juice
right
is
after Spinal Tap comes out. JT's
Yeah.
gonna come back on.
yes, I'm so excited for that movie. All right, guys.
Spare
See
the
y'all.
rod, spoil the
Peace
Have a
out.
juice.
good night.
Awesome
Love
to see
you.
you, buddy.
bye, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
Lick
Go
the
get that
frog.
Subway sandwich.
Lick the frog.
The toad, Tim.
I saw the Tim pop up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who's doing this?
We were recording the Marvel rewatch podcast earlier, and JT's like, "What are you guys going to talk about tonight?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "But I did watch Friendship," and he's like, "Send me the link." When you get it from the You got
I love that this has become this weird recurring beef between me and JT. Honestly, living for it. It cracks me up.
Yeah.
I will literally forget, like, the first time he did it, he sent some gifts, whatever. I'm like, oh my God. So then, a couple days later, he does it again. And then I'm like, he's going to forget about this. No, just out of nowhere sometimes. Like, and early, because again, he lives
West Coast
on
time.
the
they're
West
early.
Coast. And I'm like, did he wake up at 7 a.m. and be like, you know what I'm going to do? Torture with friendship gifts. I'm like, what are you doing? It's my favorite thing because I just never know when I'm going to get bamboozled with it.
All right, let's do one quick more round robin and then we'll call it.
Okay. I don't know how this has been mentioned yet, but Spaceballs, obviously,
Yes.
classic. That's probably like the silliest. Well, I think it's actually very clever, but like silly and it's like slapstick comedy that I like.
I think that's
I have done a lot of kind of older movies, I guess, apart from Mean Girls.
we all have. Like, what's the newest? Movie? I think 22
Yeah,
Jump
that
Street
I
might
guess
be
is
the
right.
newest
So
movie.
a quote unquote, this isn't even new anymore, but a quote unquote newer one. I've always really enjoyed Shaun of the Dead. That's a great
Yeah.
movie.
The whole Cornetto
Mhm.
trilogy.
I was
you
gonna
can
say the
toss
horror
in there.
Cornetto
Yeah.
trilogy. Honestly, I could rewatch any of those right now. I think that they're great. Simon Pegg and Nick Bart, they're great. Yeah. So any of that's good. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I guess maybe my thing is I like comedy when it's mixed with something like rom-com, horror comedy, this comedy. Like I don't know how many like straight pure comedies I like. I guess Mean Girls obviously is by quote unquote pure comedy. I mean, there's some romance in it, but I wouldn't call it a rom-com.
I think comedy.
I would say it's a comedy.
key genre. Yeah.
I mean,
Ghostbusters
romance
is also
romance
kind
is
of like-
intrinsically
It's
Yeah,
a
Ghostbusters-
comedy, but it's also
It's-
kind of like horror. I don't know.
And
what you would
sci-fi,
call it.
sure.
Sci-fi, yeah. Maybe I need a little something mixed in with my comedy to enjoy my comedy. Maybe that's what it
You
is.
mentioned horror comedy. Damn it.
Well, I'll give my last one here because you guys are all touching on good comedies. I'm going to go with The Birdcage. I absolutely adore The
Yes,
Birdcage.
that is a good
That's good.
one.
Yeah,
I forget about the
adore
Birdcage.
that
That is
movie.
a very, very good movie. Yes.
Yeah, probably one of my top like 3 favorite like comedies. Definitely a like comfort watch for me too.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I see that.
AJ, you got one more?
Or did I just steal yours?
No, that's a good one. I'll pass to the Deke and then I'll come back to me.
Okay.
All right, so I've got a few in my head that I'm gonna like kind of just debating which way to go for the last one. Obviously, I think most of my movies come from the 90s. So I'm kind of trying to draw something out that's different than that.
We get it.
You're talking about movies that are like combinations of different genres. I'm going to throw this out there because it certainly has the aspect of comedy in it. And yes, it's also a drama, but The Holdovers has to be discussed here.
Oh, The Holdovers is so good.
Yeah, see, I think I enjoy a dramedy. Like a dramedy is good. It's got some heart, it's got some emotions, but it's also got a lot of good laughs.
I think that's like, and it's funny, at first when that came out, I did not have, I had it at number 2 for the year, and I had Air above it. I've, of course, switched course. That is now my number 1, not only of that year, I think of the past 5 years. I think that's I think it's my favorite movie.
Come
of the
Christmas
2020s.
time, I just feel like it's going to be something that we watch annually. It's just like such a good to put on for the holiday season.
Yeah, it was my favorite of that year. And yeah, I agreed 100%. We've watched it. At this point, we probably watched it like 5 or 6 times.
I think we're probably in the same ballpark.
It's so good. I adore that movie. I love, and Giamatti's great in that. Randolph or Divine Randolph Joy is
what a role.
I mean, well deserving of the Academy Award.
Mm-hmm.
I
got robbed.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, good call. An undersung rom-com I'll also nominate While You Were Sleeping.
While You're Sleeping.
Yes.
Great
That's a good
movie.
one.
Great movie.
And
Funny as shit. The scene where the kid is riding his bike on the ice and then slips and falls. The kid in real life broke his arm doing that take, and that was an outtake, but the director thought it was so funny that he kept it.
We gotta keep it in.
And Moose,
Gotta keep it in.
Moose, we fucked up. Like how this did not come up, and we talked the Holdovers, we talked Christmas. How the fuck did nobody mention Christmas Vacation?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's a good one.
Well, I was holding on to it. God damn it. I was
Finish
holding
this
on
out
to
and
how-
do with yours.
I have come home in the middle of summer when I was growing up, and my mom had the DVD of Christmas Vacation in. And I'm talking like it'd be like June of 2005. She's laughing her ass off. It's beautiful.
It's a good movie.
It's timeless. It's fun.
I put it on.
Family.
Both Benny and I had it in our top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I like your mother's AJ. Like I could put that movie on tonight and be thrilled that I'm watching it.
Ready to go.
I can name that movie like I can literally I will say the lines before the scene happens, and I'm still laughing my ass off as it happens.
Where's the Tylenol?
I feel
my
like
brother got the sorry.
Oh, carry on. Sorry, I was just thinking. I mean, I'm just still not over Moose having never seen Mean Girls, and there's so many.
Jeremy in the chat, Crazy Stupid Love, the scene where they figure things out. One of the hardest I've laughed.
Good.
I watched that on an airplane. I had to stifle myself because I was laughing so hard.
Okay, so my last one is actually like a AJ serious recommendation. Watch this movie.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Destination Wedding with Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves?
Mm-mm. No,
2018 release.
I have not. I'm kind of surprised I haven't, but no, I have not.
So these two people literally are the two most cynical bastards in the world, and they do not want to fall in love. And it's the brother of the groom in a wedding and the ex almost fiance of that same groom. And they hate each other. They spew vile garbage at each other, and they can't help but fall in love. And everybody else in the world, it's almost like they're living in a simulation where they're the only two human beings who exist, because nobody else in this movie except for 2 or 3 people, all the background actors, all that, they did not want to pay SAG dues on this movie because they do not speak. And
Like
everybody
some
seems
sort of a computer simulated reality of some
Yeah.
sorts.
Like
and
the Matrix.
everybody seems fake except for them. Except for them.
So it's a rom-com set in the Matrix.
Kind
There
of.
it is.
What I'm hearing.
It's ethereal and it's weird. It's never spelled out like that. But it's that feeling of like when you actually get to speak to somebody who's a real human being, and even though you hate them, you kind of love them. And they fall in love through that. And it's a romantic comedy, and they are spewing. And both actors, the most vile shit either of those people have ever delivered towards each other, and it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
I enjoy both Winona and Keanu, so I feel like I'm certainly willing, and I like rom-coms, so I'm certainly willing to check it out.
It's so good.
Speaking of what, the Palm Springs.
Palm Springs was
That
great.
was a good one.
That
I like
was
that one a lot.
One of my favorite like direct to
of rom,
streaming movies.
yeah.
That's
Rocks.
maybe like number one.
And
on
we
that.
watched it during
Slaps.
the pandemic, obviously during the lockdown.
That was great.
And it was so appropriate for that time because they were like reliving the same day and everyone was kind of reliving the same day. And it like really hit. I mean, it would have been a good movie no matter what, but it like really hit considering the time that it came out.
J.K.
Yeah.
Simmons rocks in that movie.
Yes. Yeah, that was quality. I haven't thought about that movie in a while. I'm sure you watched that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm telling you,
I was
tonight,
just
a
thinking
lot
that
of
the other
movies
day.
come up
Yeah.
that I want to watch.
Yeah, clearly I need to see Mean Girls. So
Yeah.
So
And-
we will work out with Moose. We are going to do a watch along.
Yeah, we have to.
Moose's first watch of Mean Girls
Mean
is
Girls.
going to be streamed. 100%.
I need to see you witness some of the
TBD.
greatest scenes.
do I shotgun the MD 2020 before or after?
No, we do it on screen.
Or
We do it on
during?
screen.
During, yeah.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
You're a jabroni.